Hey, good morning, everyone. We'll start in next couple of minutes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Waiting for others to join. Well, then let's start. Today means we already this is the fifth class, and in the last four classes we have covered data warehousing, DBMS, then online transaction processing, online analytical processing, OLAP actually. And then we have seen some data modeling techniques, how you are going to use Oracle Excel for doing the data modeling. We have seen some uh, BI features, uh, classification, associations, etc. using Excel again. Uh, so now we are moving to a different topic. Okay. Uh, we are going to start the enterprise-wise IT implementations, which will be majorly driven by the ERP. I think three classes will be required to cover the entire ERP starting from scratch. Okay. Only thing is that we do not have the hands-on session. It is on theory. Uh, so because we do not have an access of the ERP system. Okay, so today, tomorrow, and means in the next 3 classes, not tomorrow. Tomorrow we do not have a class, so I will try to complete the ERP part. But if required, we can extend something, because from Wednesday we will have some presentations as well during this session. So all presentations, quiz, Shattapriya has already sent a mail to you all. I can see that. At the end of the class, today's session, we will discuss this in a brief. If you have any questions, please let me know. But before that, let me start with the enterprise-wide, how you are going to implement the IT means IT, not infrastructure, but implement the ERP actually in your enterprise. Okay. Anybody has worked in any of the ERP project, SAP, Oracle, PeopleSoft, any other ERP projects? Anyone in this group?
Sir, I have worked in SAP.
In SAP you have worked.
SAP
Okay.
HANA in MM module.
SAP HANA and MM module. So good. You also share your in what means capacity you have worked? Have you worked as a functional, technical, or something?
So, sir, in the MM model, actually, I was in the operation, so I have to get the dumps and check about the raw material handling
Okay.
and so these things. So.
Okay. Good. So you have seen a small part of ERP. We please share your experience, because that is basically I have jotted down my experience. I have started working in ERP long back. Okay, fortunately, I must say. And I would like to request you, in case in means during any phase of your corporate or professional tenure, if you get a chance to to be involved in any of the ERP projects, okay, please do. Okay, it will such a good idea about the business processes. It will be very good value addition, and it will carry this throughout your means career. Okay, so yeah, it is difficult. It is a grilling experience, long grilling experience actually, 2 years, 2.5 years. Okay, but after completion of that, when you see behind, means then you will see that what value you have added. So whatever means, in case you are getting an opportunity to work in a ERP project from client side, from vendor side, not does not matter. Please jump and take this on. Okay, that is my experience. So let me start. Uh, okay, ERP. Okay, let me make it a bit bigger. All these PPTs and all, you can definitely stop me and ask question. Okay, and you try to visualize actually what happened. Okay, in a organizations, there are different common modules, right? Somebody is running a business. That person must be having some account department, correct? Most of the business are procuring something from the vendors. Okay, so they must be having some procurement divisions. They must be having some sales division. Procurement is just opposite to sales. We will come on that. So obviously, when they are procuring something, okay, that will be stored something. So inventory should be there. Okay. Uh, yeah, you can be in mute actually. So you must be having some HR. Many of the companies, most of the companies actually are having their own CRM, which is a part of the customer management system. Sales means the call centers are one of them. So supply chain management, yes, many of the companies we are having. manufacturing, all those modules are there. All those modules are there already. Okay. So what ERP does, ERP is a software application. Okay. What ERP does, they all integrate
Sir,
this software.
are you sharing your screen because like it's not
Oh,
visible to us?
sorry. Tell me. Yeah, I have forgotten. No. I am not. Thank you. Yeah. Tell me, when you do not see my screen or cannot see, means hear my voice, please let me know.
Sure.
Okay. So that is the screen actually I was talking about. So I was telling that every organizations will have some sort of activities to be performed. Okay. Small, big. Yes, bigger organizations will have many more options, many more modules. Okay, so all these modules should be working seamlessly. Okay, that is one. Data from one module should be flowing to other module or department or a set of activities very, very seamlessly and correctly. Otherwise, they cannot survive in this means age of technologies because their competitors has already done it. Okay. So you have to automate those processes. If it is human, of course, human intervention must be there. Nobody is going to deny that. But ERP actually automates these processes. Obviously, when computer is doing something, very less probability of making mistakes. Okay. So ERP is a software package. It's a huge software package. It has got around I think 500, around 500 modules. All the modules will not be used in all the organizations. So you have to pick up which of the modules you would like to implement or pick up, or you may have some special business process. Okay. So you have to tailor means of what ERP is doing. They have collected some best practices across the globe, and if you implement those, that that ERP in a vanilla means without any changes, you will be getting something. Many of the cases, 70% cases, ERP softwares are being implemented as it is. There is no tailoring because all the business processes has been already incorporated in those modules. Okay. So you can tailor ERP if the requirement is like that. Actually, the last line is very important. The people, processes, technologies are basically being integrated seamlessly with the help of a ERP implementations. Let's go there. What is the advantage? What happened? Not moving. Moved. This is a slide, means so WorkWise software. This is nothing my side. Okay. First thing I would like to give you that streamlining. This is the main thing. Okay, it should not be human centered. It is should be process driven. Okay, streamline. The processes has to be streamlined. So that is one thing ERP can very well do. Definitely. Okay, and integrated. This is the second one. Integrated. Okay, data is located in a central database. Everybody will use their own set of data. So there is no discrepancy between the data. Okay. Then we have now the new thing is, okay, collaboration. Collaboration and integration are basically same. So when the data is being centrally located, there will be some collaboration between the departments. These departments will not be able to work in silos. Even if the employees would not like ERP to be there, because they will definitely lose their importance. Okay. Now the dependency of the organization on human will be less. So that might be a pain point for many of the employees of that organizations, especially the older employees. But ERP will drag them in the attitude of collaborations. So collaborations will be there automated. Otherwise, they will not be able to perform their job. Then mobility and flexibility. You are traveling, you can do the approvals, or you can send the requirement, means requisitions and all. Okay, all the vendors are having their mobile version of the software as well. Okay, after that, means these are the immediate things. Okay, streamlining process, integrated information, collaborations, mobility and flexibility. Okay, then after a year or so, you will see the productivity. Okay, security and the regulatory compliance. This is inbuilt. This is inbuilt. Your code is secured. Okay, your database is secured. So, and this security is not for your company. Many of the companies has already implemented this security. So you can be rest assured that your system is 99% secured. Okay. After some time, you will see this. You can see a improvement of the productivity. Okay, because the redundant process and all are basically moved out. You can save the money in that case. You can have a better customer service if you means even last time when I booked my flight ticket for my family. Okay, I basically they means I was doing it in the Indigo actually, and they flashed. Last time you only four, means my family traveled and you booked this seat, two window, two middle seats. So that type of data is already there. Basically, that is the CRM. It is nothing great actually. We can expect that type of service. Then forecasting and reporting. I was telling you last day, no, I have shown you some forecasting features, not very basic, good features actually. Okay, these forecasting and reporting features are also built in the means ERP softwares, so you can easily implement those. So these are the actually, of course, means benefits of the ERP implementations. Not everything is rosy. Let us see what are the disadvantages. It is time consuming, very difficult. It is to start with. It is very difficult. You even do not know where is the gafla. Okay, is it in the account department? Why it is taking so much of time to prepare a purchase order? It is taking 2 days. Is it the way? Okay, why? Is it the delay in the approval system, or some other human related things are there? Okay, so to start with, you will be facing that in first 6 months. Okay, your requirements are not clear, and 6 months has gone. Client is saying that we are paying you, and 6 months you have not seen me anything. So those type of things will come up. It is expensive. Okay, definitely it is expensive. There are some less expensive. So vendors, ERP vendors are there. So depending on the requirement, depending on the size of the organizations, we have to choose that software. Okay, then conformity of the modules. Which modules we need? To definitely, there are 500 modules. So we have to select which module to need. It will add time. Now, if ERP is implemented, suppose, next point, this is very important. Okay, if ERP, I am talking about, suppose, Indian Oil. Okay, actual real life example. So everybody told it took means for 1 year, I think, 1 year, more than 1 year to take a decision for IOC, Indian Oil Corporation, whether they should be going into the ERP implementation or not. Because if they implement any of the ERP, be it Oracle, SAP, does not matter, but their dependency on the vendor. will be there. So their business processes are actually will be dependent. So if there is some issue or there are some customization required after some time on the business processes, you are not supposed to do that, and you will not be doing that. Actually, you have to call the ERP vendor for doing that. So that is a disadvantage. Features and complexity, I was telling, no, means which feature you would like to take. Do you want to take the business intelligence features as well, reporting features as well, supply chain as well? Okay, so what are the features you need? Or everything cost money, right? If you take it, if you pay the money and if you do not use it, then no point. Then scalability and global outreach. Okay, so which vendor will be, if you have a reach to the across the globe, then which ERP software you have to take? Or IOC, suppose if you do not, IOC does not have that much global present. Okay, so which software they will go for? Then extended ERP capability. Extended ERP capability is SCM and CRM. Okay, they are basically not an ERP, but if you need, that ERP can be extended to supply chain. Supply chain, so everybody is doing that. Actually, it is not extended anymore. And CRM, with the advent of call center culture, okay, the calling culture to get the solutions, to get the resolution of your trouble. Okay, CRM is there. So, and obviously if you go with that, extra money, definitely. So this is the advantages, and these are the disadvantages. Definitely it is time consuming, and money, it is a good amount of money is required. So this ERP implementation is bit difficult to sell, bit difficult to implement. Okay, I'm just moving it. Now we see the cloud again. Previously, when I started, there was no cloud, nothing. Okay, you have the big of Unix-based servers where the database were residing. Oracle was the major piece of the backend. Oracle and DB2 actually that point of time. Now it is Oracle, and we started. That those type of days has gone. Okay, those days are gone. Okay, so we started with the on-premise ERP. So what it takes, you have to build a infrastructure, you have to hire a space, you have to hire a team of the IT professionals, you have to purchase the hardware, which is quite costly, you have to purchase the software, costly, and then this team will implement all those things. So this is a on-premise ERP implementations. Majorly in earlier days it was there. Now with the advent of cloud, what happened? Nothing. ERP has been delivered over the cloud, and in a half price actually. Cost is almost 50% less. Okay, so cloud-based, all the cloud, what to say, vendors, cloud vendors. Like who are the cloud vendors? Amazon, AWS actually, Amazon. Then we have Microsoft. What is the cloud for Microsoft called? Anybody?
So
What is the
Azure.
cloud? Azure, right? Okay. Then we also have Google. We All those cloud vendors means is there, and they have means offering of ERP, but it is not so easy to, if you are starting a cloud ERP implementation, you can choose. Okay, we can choose cloud because of the less cost. Obviously, the less expensive as less time consuming. But if those companies, big companies who are already invested hell lot of money for their on-premise ERP infrastructure, okay, they will not be able to move entirely to the cloud, right? They have to take a hybrid model. So slowly they will be moving towards cloud from their on-premise ERP. Okay, so that is a hybrid cloud actually. So something is working on the on-premise and something is moving towards cloud, which is very difficult to maintain because you have to maintain cloud, you have and you have to maintain the on-premise. Data has to be way in sync. Data has to be in sync. That is the main issue of this. Something is in the company IT card department and something is in cloud. So these are the things. So new companies can definitely go for cloud-based ERP system, which has some advantages, some disadvantages. Let's see. Okay, this one will be required. You can see that actually how the things are moving. So delivery model, you see on-premise is only 5%. Cloud only, those is 40%. Okay, cloud on-premise is 53%. And something is hybrid is 2%. So cloud and on-premise still is having the major chunk of the implementations. Okay, and cloud only you see 40%. And on-premise actually is coming down. So obviously, it means in the future days only cloud implementations will be there. Okay, this is the I was saying no, some plus, some minus everywhere. So if you implement cloud, ERP on a cloud. Okay, so cost definitely it will be less. I have already told you. Okay, predictable, because all cloud vendors are basically gives you the opportunity to choose your billing model and pay as you go, actually, just like your electricity bill, something. So the cost is predictable, cheaper. You don't need to buy that costly servers, costly softwares, because it's all in cloud. They will be giving it. Okay. May end up spending more money over the course of system life cycle. Okay, if you do not choose the billing model correctly. Then security, which is the main thing in today's world. Okay, data security. If you are going into cloud, of course, be it ERP, be it anything, actually, this will be managed by the cloud vendor, Amazon, Microsoft, right? These are the Google, these are the cloud vendors. Okay, so data security, they will manage. So it is getting into you are giving the data security part to the third party. Okay, so your company, your your rules and regulations for the country may not allow that. Anyway, customizations. Customization opportunities are very less in cloud-based ERP. But if you are having a on-premise, you can do a hell lot of customizations if required. You know, from my experience, the less customization you do, better for the company. Okay, so more customization makes the life difficult, make the ultimately ending up with more money, more time is being spent. So customizations, you have to take a control of this. You do customizations where you have to. There is no other way, but you have to do the customizations. Okay. Then the implementation. I was telling of the first two disadvantage of ERP is very costly and time consuming to implement. So costly, we have seen cloud-based is basically very less costly. Around 50% cost can be saved, and implementation will take very shorter time frame in cloud. Okay. Okay. So obviously, you see shorter implementation times are largely a result of less customizations. Okay, because cloud does not allow you to customize the ERP software, whatever way they are, and you have to start using them. So obviously the implementation will take less time. Any question, any doubt?
Sir, can you give a practical example of why customization is required? Because nowadays companies who are
Yeah.
selling that cloud are known about the requirement of the companies and they are embedded that particular feature into the cloud ERP. So what is
Right.
requirement?
So many, so many of the requirement for customizations. Okay, one customizations you cannot live without it. You have to do some customization in this. Okay, tax rate. Okay, different in the universe. Actually, you will be having different types of taxes. In India, previously it was VAT. Now it is GST. That is one change. Okay, in Brazil or in Latin American countries, they are having a different tax rate. Okay, some countries are basically tax haven like Peru, Chile, Latin American country. I'm giving you my personal experience. Okay, so they are having this thing. So obviously you have to customize, right? This type of thing, small thing. Suppose this one compliance is there in Europe. Okay, this is known as GDPR, where the data for all your means customer has to be kept and whenever in the country and whenever this has been asked to customer asks you to show the detail whatever you are saving that you have to show. So those type of things were not there in the ERP software, right? So we have to customize that sometime, right? These are the few things where you have to do the customizations. Okay, some examples actually, but less customization is of course definitely good. Okay, the refund process. Okay, we all buy our materials from Flipkart, Myntra, or क्या है, Amazon, वगैरह वगैरह, right? So the refund process is different for everyone, right? So the refund process is forget about this small items like shirt, pant, and all. Okay, the refund process for a sofa set. You understand? Okay, sofa set has been delivered. Okay, they sent a carpenter to install it. The carpenter sees there is a crack, so that has to be returned. So that return policies or the return return steps, okay, are different. So those are the basic requirement for customizations. Some of the examples that I just remembered after you asked me that question. Okay. Okay. Again, some challenges. Okay. Suppose one company is using some legacy softwares, and many of them. Many of the brilliant new age companies are using the legacy system. Legacy means old system. Okay, many of them. They are in Europe. There are companies running for last 30 years with the e-commerce, and now they are the means very good. They are basically perceived as the most state of the art e-commerce companies. But in backend, they are also using so much of old technologies. I have seen a company. I will not take the name. It is an e-commerce company means in Europe. Head office is Liverpool. Okay. Uh, so they are actually using COBOL based. So the COBOL based application for their insurance. For their insurance. Can you imagine? Okay, so COBOL based applications for their insurance, and these are the legacy system. They have not yet to be converted into or implemented in the ERP. Okay, and the logic, the operation of that software is known by only one person. And if that person leaves, then it will be a nightmare for the company, entire company. Think of that, depending on one person. And ultimately, that person actually left, and before that we had a fight, court case and all, so that the person transferred his knowledge to somebody else, and after that we took it to the ERP system. So that is the issue with the legacy system. Legacy data are different types of data you have seen in the data warehousing. So those data has to be means means ported, and we do not know how those data are being worked. The books, the technologies are not available, so you cannot. This is a very big challenge in actual ERP implementations. The old technologies means not like 10 years back. It is 20 years back, 30 years back technology. Even the books are not available. Forget about the knowledge. Okay, resistance to change, of course, the resistance to change will be there. Okay, sometime we have seen there is no means work is being done. We have put a team of 2-3 for good software, young software engineers in the client side, and they are working with the different means head clerk or somebody to get the knowledge. Okay, and end up actually, this is true, end up playing cricket. Okay, instead of getting knowledge, they are asking them, hey, come, we are have a cricket match, let's go and play cricket. Okay, and the cricket tournament is going for weeks after weeks. That was a government organization. I will again take the not take the name. Okay, cricket tournament was going on, and the boys were selling, sir, we are dragged into this cricket tournament and no work to be done. So what to do? Should we join our office or we should continue? Well, no, you join their office, you play cricket with them so that you can build some rapport, so that you can data after some time. Okay, it was a very successful. Let me take that. You may have searched that word MCA, Ministry of Company Affairs, MCA 20. It is to MCA something 21 or something is there. Okay, MCA 21, and that was a brilliant ERP implementation, very successful ERP implementations. But it started like that. Okay, to play cricket with the customers. Okay, you can search MCA 21, you will get it. No, regulatory compliance. I was saying no in GDPR. You can also search GDPR. That is the new data protection guideline from European countries, European unions, for their countries under that. And this is those type of regulations has come up. So your data has to be there. If your backup data is required for disaster recovery, that has to be there. You are not supposed to put the servers outside your country. Okay, so all those regulatory challenges are there. So to implement this regulatory compliance, you need to, of course, customize your implementation. Okay. Any question? Okay, that is a good data. You can see the revenue trend. See, this bottom one is the on-premise and the cloud one is top. So bottom one, you see, it is decreasing on remaining same, and the cloud is basically growing up. But you see the percentage. So do not ignore the on-premise, because big companies has invested billions of money to set up their thing. So they are not going to come out from their on-premise and do the cloud. Okay, so they will continue. So in the recent future, actually, we don't see on-premise is dying. Okay, it will remain at certain level, but of course, cloud will increase. That is the revenue trend. Okay. I was telling this, no? I do not know whether I will get time today. There are 500 modules. Some of the modules are basically depicted out here. Okay, you must be very familiar with this. Even the bulk email, SMS modules all are embedded right now. Okay, so when we started, we didn't have a mobile, right? After that, we got that. Email was not there. Okay, email came, then SMS came. So all those modules started. Now it is WhatsApp, bulk WhatsApp messages and all are basically given. So those type of changes are being regularly made in the ERP vendors. Okay, this is the team. Again, as I told you earlier, please try to be a part of this team once in your lifetime. And the process, you will be a very good consultant after that, actually, process consultant. Okay, executive sponsor, who is paying the money, whether the topmost leaderships, okay, are convinced that ERP will help them out. Okay, in the middle, if they say we do not have money, then the entire money will be lost, whatever invested. So executive sponsor is the most important thing. Then users. How many users are there? Okay, how many users are there? What is their educational background, demographic classifications? Okay, based on that, you have to draft your change management policy. Change management is an integral part of ERP implementation. Suddenly, you may think that you may have seen. Suddenly, you go to your office. In the canteen, you see a big poster. Okay, something is coming up. Be ready for that. Time is this, date is this. That is a part of the change management. So you have to plan the changes. Even I have seen actually Indian company. Okay, in an Indian company, big company definitely. They have collaborated with the Mudra, Subhash Ghai's company. Okay, for their communication management. What type of email should be written, which language, to whom, when, so that the changes are accepted properly. So all these things happening actually in the ERP implementation. It is not that you suddenly tell your employees you will be, there is a new way of working from tomorrow. You stop old way and go ahead with do the new way. You cannot tell this. You have to prepare them mentally that some changes are coming. These are the advantages. Even you do everything, you will be forced to get some pushback from the users. So you have to manage the users. You have to manage the sponsor as well. We cannot manage the sponsor actually. Sponsor manages us because he pays the money. Now you see there is something called application. Where are you? Tell me. In the rest 4, application analyst, project manager, application developer, and quality assurance test engineer. These are the four roles are there. Where are you? Tell me. Your role will be in the application analyst, okay, project manager. Sometime quality assurance may not be. If you are having some domain knowledge like banking, supply chains, then this is the requirement for quality assurance test manager. He knows that domain, so he will be able to test the software. Okay, application developers are basically the engineers, not the MBA guys. So you see, so how much coding is required? Only one role is there for application developer. Other than this, in ERP software, only 20% is coding. Okay. Apart from this 20-25%, rest of the things are basically managing and designing the software. So it would be very wrong actually if you think that you cannot be a part of the ERP projects because you do not know how to code. Okay, you don't need to code actually. Okay, coding will be done. The coding will be done by the people for coding. Okay, so rest of the part definitely you can be a part of. So these are the basically few team members roles actually in the ERP implementations. These are the ERP vendors. Okay. Okay. And see, but this is a very good slide. You keep this with you. Okay. So at least this will be very much means while talking in a seminar or in an interview, this will be very good slide to talk on this. Okay. See, Oracle, SAP S/4HANA is a cloud-based thing. Okay, so it is a large business. It is on-premise and cloud-based. But ERP, where I started my career, okay, it is on the on-premise. So SAP is again running two softwares on a regular basis. Okay, so SAP I have just covered. Oracle at the top you see there is something NetSuite, and at the bottom you see the ERP cloud. Oracle actually you see the small to large business. Okay, and Microsoft is having another one called Dynamics, not Office 365. Dynamics 365. Sorry, 1 second. Dynamics 365, which is basically less expensive and small in means companies. Small means I'm talking about 100, 150, 200 employees. Okay, so maybe useful for that. Okay, so you can have a free trial for S/4HANA. So, but I will not encourage you to see that because this is not for you actually. You will be in other role for any ERP implementations. Any question? This is the okay. Okay. Any question before I get into some other thing? Yeah, no question. Fine. Okay. So this is the ERP implementation process, 7 process. Not when somebody has told this. So any books and all, if you open, if you will be getting this, it seems that Rosie just Vinny just means basically you go and ERP has been implemented, follow 7 process steps, you will be very much successful. This is not at all the case. Okay, because there are so many problems you have to overcome in the 2 years or so. Okay, so first one is discovery and planning. If you can do that, you are basically done, 50% done. So discovery may you have to play cricket with the client. Huh? Okay, and planning. So you need to take the planning. Who will be doing the planning? Okay, there will be debates from client side. How many people should be in the planning? From vendor side, how many people will be in the planning? Okay, but if you complete this, if you can complete this in 6 months, you are a boss. Okay. So evaluation and selection, tool selections. All vendors will be come up with their own discounted models. Okay. So what means you have to decide actually. Then design. Yes. Here actually actual work starts. Design. Okay. On paper. So pictures and all will be started drawing. What you need. The design has to be approved. It will take 5 months. Then you start development. Development is okay. Okay, design. If design is approved, which is not the case in many of the times, the development will get into trouble definitely. Then support and deployment. Okay, 6 should be this deployment. Yes, first you deploy this in the production server. I will tell you what is production servers and all. Okay, deploy means it is in the use. Then you start. 5 is testing. Of course, there are 4-5 types of testings we will cover. Deploy them and then support. Support I love. Okay. Once it is support, that means our business is secure for next 5 years. Okay. Otherwise, in from 1 to 4, definitely 1 to 4, vendors can be thrown out by the means sponsor anytime. But when testing starts, we start feeling confidence. Okay, something will be implemented. Okay, and support means yes, you have done something. Now your next, you have to support that business for next 5 years. So your cash inflow will be intact. So be happy, be confident, and it's a time for a party. Not before that. Okay, and yeah, if you get a design confirmation from the client here in the third phase, and it's a call for the party. Okay, anyway, and basically what happened, this discovery and design, these go hand in hand. Discovery keeps on changing the requirement and design keeps on changing depending on the changes in the requirement. So many things actually. Anyway, let us not, I will be giving you the slides and all. Let me give you one. I do not know I will be able to complete the entire set of this slide, but before whatever we can cover, let us cover this. I will at least try to cover one cycle today. See why means why person should do business? Anybody? Why you should be doing business?
May I go ahead, sir?
Sure, of course, please.
So there are different purposes for different people to do the business. Like most of them wants to earn money, have
Correct.
profit, right?
Correct.
And for others, ultimately it might be to solve some problem which they have faced or which they see people are facing, and to make the best out of that situation, to provide solutions.
And after that, ask for some money, right? Otherwise, this is not
Yeah.
a business. Yes.
Ultimately, to get some money, to get profit.
There is a certification exam across the globe, project management professional. I will suggest once you get into your corporate life again, okay, after 1 year, you all complete that. In the project management class, we will discuss that. So there was a question. Okay, no, there was a training. Sorry, in the training there was some demo questions. So that question I just remembered. Still, I remembered. I did the PMP in 2008. Still, I remember that question. Okay, after 10, 12 years. The question was this: why one person should do business? There are 4 options, and the right option was to make some money. So business is for make some money. To make some money, you have to sell some goods, products, or services, right? So do not see this. Do not see these pictures. I will be coming. There are each and every company, or 99% of the company, will have this cycle, order to cash, which is known as OTC or O2C, order to cash. Okay, you have to get the order, correct, to earn money. You have to deliver that order to the customer, right? And after that, you have to get the money. So your cycle actually starts from order and ends when you are done with the cash. So this is the module. This module is covered in SAP. This is the entire process we have to automate using a ERP thing. Okay, so this is one of the most of the ERP implementations. We have this process to be covered. So let us see what is this process. Widely used thing. Order to I was saying no OTC and O2C. That is a begins with client inquiry. Okay, and ends with delivery and payment. So you see this pre-sales activities, order processing, order fulfillment, billing, big cycle, very big cycle. Okay, but has to be there in all business, not the business of some government organizations or all, but where we are doing business, we have to do that. So pre-sales activities, we have to get the contact. So to create a means somebody is calling you, you have to keep the data. Like Indigo, no? You want a window seat. Then inquiry, you have to keep the contacts, you have to do the inquiry, then you have to do the quotations. Everything you can do in any of the ERP softwares. Then you have to get into a contract with the client. Okay. Then we have to get the purchase order after verifying everything. Purchase order has to be created. Purchase order has to be approved. So those things has to be online. Then order fulfillment. Okay. Delivery, goods issue, transfer the good, shipment, transfer the good where? In the inventory. Then the shipping. Okay. Then you have to do the raise the invoice. Goods issue means you have to update the stocks, and invoice means account receivables. Okay, the bill has been raised, money has not yet been paid by the client. So this entire cycle is known as O2C. This is where the major chunk of the ERP implementation lies. Okay. So basically I was discussing this thing. I have already told those, so means whatever I have told, it is written actually. Okay. Then this is a second view. Order management, credit management. See, everything is taken care. Huh? Why? Because it is actually a collaboration of all practices from the company. So for a order to cash cycle, okay, then you have to say some notice order to should I go ahead? Any
Hello,
question?
excuse me. Sir, your voice was cracking for last 1 minute. So if you can please just repeat.
Is it okay?
No,
Is
sir,
it okay now, or
it-
should I change my internet connectivity? That's what.
sir, it's still
Yeah,
cracking.
hold on. I am just checking my. Give me 1 minute. I am just. Okay, fine. Hold on. Hey, I am back. Yeah, am I louder now? Clearer? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where means do you want me to discuss this, right?
Sir, last slide. A few portion of last slide as well.
This one. Okay. So actually, this is the view of these are the modules of or OTC, order to cash. Okay, big modules. So you have to manage the order. Okay, you have to manage the credit. See, all those things are there because it is a collection of what? Collection of your best practices. So credit management, order fulfillment, order shipping, customer invoicing. Okay, customer invoicing, after that you see account receivable. Account receivable is not that you just दिमाग में लिख लिया or खाते में लिख लिया, not that type of thing. Account receivable has to go to the finance module automatically. Okay, then the payment collection. Once the payment is collected, you have to keep the records for your future data warehousing purpose. So how long the payment has taken, okay, why the delay, why they have paid early. So all those things has to be analyzed. So that is the complete cycle of your order to cash. Okay. Any question, any doubt? Tell me. Okay. There is a module called, this is a business process. So there is a module called SD, sales and distribution in SAP. Okay, SD. That module will be useful for this. Okay. Okay. Now you have to measure. If you suppose you have implemented that order to cash cycle in one of the organizations. So what is the KPIs actually? Sorry. What are the KPIs? Key performance indicator that will say whether you have done some good thing or not. Why it is required, you know? Because you will be told every time, whatever good job you have done, the client, means not the client actually, those departmental people will come back and say, what you have done, it was better in earlier thing. Okay, you cannot stop them. Okay, they will come back, and this type of remarks, comments, you have to heard. You will hear definitely. Okay, previous thing was better. Now the new thing you have done is a wastage of thing. It is making our life difficult. So change everything. So what you need to do is, this is your job actually. You are in the client place. Okay, means you have to get ready from the very beginning, that how you are going to measure the success. And Oracle and all, it means that ERP has told, okay, what is the measure of success? You measure the success in these 5 parameters for O2C. For measure human product, sorry. Okay, measure human productivity. Okay, how many orders you were fulfilling previously, and how many orders you are fulfilling with the same headcount now. If it is 15% less, and you have to do some calculations to show that progress. Okay, that means you will see how to show the data. Okay, in front of the leaderships. That is another art actually. Understood? So you will say previously, bhaiya, for one work order, you were taking 3 man days. Now you are taking only 1 man days. Something like that. Calculate the average payment period. How soon you are getting the payment. See, it is written, some invoices will get paid late. Okay, some money will be coming late. That is okay. But the account receivable department can adjust the order to cash cycle according to the number of late payments and unpaid invoice in order to minimize their frequency. Okay, so when how many payments are not paid, how many payments are being late, Okay, so that is another measure. So if 100 payments were paid late previously and now it is 70 payments, then you are done. You shown an improvement. You have shown an improvement. Okay, to late payment. Okay, you can easily take the printout and get into the your leadership in a meeting, monthly meeting or quarterly meeting, and say these are the late payment. Can we make this reward policy to get a payment? What are the reward policies? You get some discount. Okay, if you pay within 7 days, but if you pay late, you make the penalty as well. Okay, that is the crux of the story for OTC. You are measuring, okay, because you have to show that you have done a good job. Everybody is saying you have not done a good job. You have done a hush, or means your work is awful. New system is not workable, but you are showing the improvement, and then others will keep the mouth shut. Otherwise, you will not survive. Okay, assess level of automations. Okay, see, you will find you have to see how many duplicate or recreation of the invoices as done previously. Now, of course, there is no duplications or recreation of the employees due to error. Okay, compare receivables to sales. This is another very good feature. Accounts department actually will love this. Okay, so if your receivables start exceeding revenue, your risk is not getting paid. Okay, so you can have a constant eye. What is your receivable? Basically, this receivable threshold value. Okay. Other KPIs, you can monitor the percentage of late payment that I was talking about, the average payment time, the rate of collection of your irrecoverable debts. Okay, these are other KPIs. If the payment period you give the customer is too long, okay, or a small change in the payment terms can improve the cash flow. So those analytics has to be done in the order to cash. Okay, so let us, okay, anything else? No, this is the procure to pay. So this is okay, right? I was basically, my voice was breaking. So I'm just getting back and having a discussion. So this is the entire life cycle for the order to cash. Okay. And this has to be implemented. This is the most frequently implemented process actually for any ERP implementation. Okay, so it start with the client contact from over a phone call or an email, then it is inquiry, then quotation, contract management, okay, sales order actually, then issuing a sales order, then the delivery of sales to inventory, okay, then to the customer, then packaging, picking, okay, all those things are considered here, order fulfillment. Then you have to bill the customer, then you have to get the money. After getting the money, you put the money in the actual recording. Means recorded means in actual database. So these things are given here, and this is the another thing. And the most important thing is here where you have to play around. Means if you are involved in a ERP implementations. Any question? Okay, let us get into another cycle, procure to pay. Procure to pay, ulta. Procure to pay. So it is just opposite of the order to cash. If someone is manufacturing, this has to be there because they have to deal with the vendors. You are procuring something, the process is basically starting with the procurement. Then till you pay the person actually, pay your vendor. That is the entire cycle. What are those? Requirement planning. Internally, you are thinking how many pencils. I'm just taking a very basic example. How many pencils, how many office suppliers actually, our chair, tables, tube lights, all those things has to be procured. Then you request for a quotation. These also will be managed in the ERP software. Then previously in order to cash, we have issued a sales order. Now it is a purchase order. We have issued a purchase order. Then we have received the good from where? From the selected vendor. Then we prepare a good receipt. We again create a payment invoice. We make the payment and update it for future reporting. Okay, this is basically P2P. Someone was saying, no, he has worked in MM. MM stands for material management. Order to cash basically use the order to cash is a business process. The module, ERP module used for order to cash is SD, sales and distribution. In procure to pay is a business process. Okay, this business process may be implemented by Oracle, by SAP, by Microsoft, doesn't matter. Okay, so MM, somebody was saying, no, he has worked in MM in the operational thing. So MM stands for material management. Material management. This MM is a module for ERP. That module is used to implement this P2P, procure to pay process. MM. In OTC, it is SD, sales and distribution. Okay. So we have already talked on this, planning what materials are required. Then the request for quotation, of course, company has a list of the vendors and the previously negotiated price. Okay. Then the creation of this, this is the very important thing. I just would like to say this. Once this is the good receipt. This is a new thing in ERP, which is very good. Once the company receives good, the purchase department prepares a good receipt. Okay, this is the good receipt. ठीक है. Okay. This is used for if the seller delivered what was asked. If the seller really delivered the goods that was asked for. Okay. So this is another way of somebody was asking, no, where is the customizations? This is a customization area. Somebody will ask it to do that, or somebody will not ask it. And if the goods are there, means same, the correct goods are there, no issue. But if the delivery was wrong, then what is the process of refunding that? Okay. So there it is one of the most frequently customization options for many of the companies. That's what I just wanted to mention. So procure to pay means and OTC. These two are the major business processes implemented in 99 cases, 99% cases. Okay. Now similarly, we have the KPIs. You have implemented again the same funda. We will talk in mathematics. You tell me your system is bad. You have done a done a scrap things and all, but does not matter much to us. We will report our progress or our success in terms of mathematics based on these KPIs. Purchase order cycle time. Okay, this is the foundation. Okay, time takes to issue, review, approve, process, and pay purchase orders. Okay, then invoice processing time. AP stands for account payables. Now in SD it was account receivables, it is account payables. Okay, how much value your AP department losing or to miss the discount, late fees? Suppose somebody has told that if you pay in 3 days, you will be getting 5% discount. Why didn't I put the order in 3 days? Make them payment to get the 3% discount. So the pressure will be in the account account payable department. Okay, first time match rates. Track the accuracy and the completeness of the documents. Purchase order. Okay, invoice. These are the documents actually. Days paid outstanding. DPO. Listen carefully. Okay, this is across worldwide. It is being used. DPO. Days paid outstanding. The definition is average days, average number of days it takes to pay outstanding account. Okay. You have to see the last line is strong indicator. Of course, this to how efficiently the account payable department is working. So you can measure it very easily because all data are there. Find the right balance between high DPO, which is indicative strong credit terms. If you are having high DPOs, basically you keep the money for a long period, long outstanding. So you have a good credit terms. Or you do not have the money. You are towards bankruptcy. So you cannot pay. Okay, so DPO is an indicator for your AP department, account payable department, and also for your cash flow situation in your organizations. So DPO, days paid outstanding, is one of the must KPI for your P2P implementation. Okay, I will stop here because I will not be able to complete this thing. So my next thing is, you must have got, I have seen Sattapriya has given a mail. So group 1 and 2. So Wednesday you have a presentation. This topic can be changed if you anything can be there, but days. Anybody from group 1? Lokesh, Avinav, Simran, Samarth, Suravi. Anyone? Or group 2? Avinand, Ashwini, Nikhil, Megha, Raghav. Hello.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Which
Nikhil.
group?
Group
Nikhil.
2, sir.
So you are aware that means you have a
Yes, sir.
presentation on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Fine, perfect.
Sir, I just wanted to know what all topics to be covered in that presentation, like things.
In your presentations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, means basically the topic is how to implement IT effectively in healthcare system for you, or similar thing, how to implement IT effectively in agriculture, something like that. Correct. So obviously for group 3, airline transportation will be there. So whatever technologies you can means, I have seen other groups are presenting like what is the current situation and what is the future situation for technology uses, what is the percentage of some data points they have given. Okay, those type of things actually. But everybody should be present and to take part in creating that presentation. Who is there for group 1? Rakesh, Avinav, Simran, Samarth, Suravi?
Yes, sir, I'm there from group 1.
So you are also aware that we are starting the presentation on
Yes,
Wednesday.
sir.
So we will start around 9:20, 9:25. Okay. 15-18 minutes each, 15 to 18 minutes. Okay, so everybody should be there. So you go ahead. Group 3, 4, 5, and 6. You also know that you have a presentation this week. Okay.
Yes.
This is the mail. You can see 19, 20, and 21st. We will have the list of presentations. And beyond group 6, you also get ready because your presentation will have in the next week. Okay. Okay, then I will let me stop sharing. Okay. Okay, you will be getting these slides. Okay, let me give this one to you. We will meet tomorrow. No, we will meet on Wednesday. Okay, good. This is ERP.
Sir, Wednesday
So,
in our schedule, there's no class for you right now.
huh?
In our schedule as of now, we don't have ITM class on Wednesday.
Hold
I'll
on.
confirm it.
Oh, no. Hold on. Let us clear this out right away. This is the mail I get. Okay. Hold on. I'm just seeing that. You also see that?
Sir, you're not sharing screen. If
Oh, I'm not sharing again. Now you can see that, right? I think this is the thing. Yeah, Monday, section D, right? This is a Wednesday. We have a class.
this is for week 2.
Section D.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is showing. I'll ask Shravani ma'am once then.
No,
Maybe-
it is showing actually.
No. In our teams, it is
Oh,
not.
in your thing. Please ask. But rest assured that Wednesday we have a class, Thursday we have a class, Friday we have a class. Okay, and we are having our presentation. Okay. Okay then. I will be sharing the file to you, otherwise I will forget. ERP, where it is. I will be sharing. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining. Talk to you on Wednesday again. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.